Welcome to I Love the Patriarchy.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
This is your first time here. I hope that after watching this video, you will enjoy it and you will give me a subscribe. However, if you have been a return viewer and you have not subscribed,
Why?
this is what is in your near future.
Oh!
Anyway, in this video, I'm going to react to Patrice O'Neal when he was being interviewed in a radio station about his comedy or his type of comedy. And you are going to see a woman here who is going to just be in her feelings. She doesn't understand comedy. She wants to regulate comedy. She is not funny. And she wants to tell Patrice O'Neal how to be funny. Without wasting much time, let's get into it.
I don't know her, but I'm assuming that she has nothing to do with funny. So I'm gonna speak as the expert on funny. Funny people should just be left to trying to be funny.
What if they're not funny?
Right off the bat, Patrice O'Neal just comes out swinging. She's not funny. She's not an expert on funny. Who gives her the right to talk about funny?
You made a mistake, but how many unfunny jokes lead to like?
I don't know how many jokes about there are.
There's a lot. But your world is not funny. Your world is next on the big story. My world is people trying to be funny.
Well, I mean, you think it's okay to try to make jokes about?
I'm diabetic. I make fun of that. I'm a victim. I might lose a toe. But I'm trying to make fun of. I'm trying to make fun of anything I think I can make fun of.
I think the nation is just tired. There's a new mood in the nation.
What nation?
Well, I get so tired of these people who just have to make their feelings the feelings of everyone. You're going to hear people on TV saying, people are saying, Kenyans are saying, Americans are saying, the world is saying. You are the one who is saying that. Stop making what you are saying what people are saying. Just say, I am saying. And I like that Patrice O'Neal pushes back on that. Who is these people? Some other unfunny people like you.
The nation, you know what? We're tired of things that are
just the nation is
hurtful.
paper and you. I'm not the nation. I'm just speaking for me and funny. You're speaking for the nation or you're speaking for...
Yeah, you know why? Because I remember 6 years ago.
Who died and made you the spokesperson of the nation? Just shut up.
Shut the fuck up, you cunt!
Doing something against Anthony Openy because they were just so outrageous and their violent images that they put out to women was just uncalled for. I think now people in this country
think they were trying to be
are
funny?
Tired. You know what? I don't care if they're trying to be funny.
That's what I'm saying. Why are you in that business?
I've been to your show once and it wasn't very funny being a woman.
It was
in your
hilarious.
Show, when you talked about...
That's why she doesn't like me. I was in the paper with her and the joke is hilarious called The Angry Pirate. And the lady who wrote it in her outrage didn't even know what it meant. And anybody who read it laughed because they know what funny. You're not living in the context of funny. You're living in the context of fired. She has an entire encyclopedia of her stance on it, but it's no passion involved. It's not a real. This is just what she has to say. We are outraged and fired and fired and fired. Name calling. I'm outraged. I am outraged.
You should be.
I am a fool. Now, if I called you a fool, he ain't lying.
Patrice may have just brushed past this, but this is exactly what happens. They will call you names, but the moment you call them back names...
How dare you?
Oh my God. They are going to freak out, like the world is ending. They started it, you ended it, but then they are going to scream, they are going to play the victim.
The attempt... I am a fool. Now, if I called you a fool... The attempt is what I'm trying to fight for. The joke may funny jokes and unfunny jokes are come out of the same birth. You don't know if anything is going to be funny. You should attempt to be able to make anything funny.
Don't you think a joke about is doomed to be not funny?
It's possible, but I've heard them.
You've heard a funny joke?
I say a couple. Watch my HBO special. I'm pretty good at it.
Yeah, Patrice says that if you're having sex with a woman, doggy style, and if you hit her in the head just the right time.
No, it's ejaculate in her eye and kick her in the shin, and she walks around like, arg! It's the angry pirate. That's what she was trying to say.
A violent act of hitting her in the back of her head, her body.
It's called the donkey punch.
Which will then...
Why are you laughing?
Even I think it is the camera person or the sound person is laughing.
She's outraged. It's called the donkey punch. It's whole humor that she has no clue what it
We have the
is.
same problem that Opie and Anthony does. You can't say just anything on the air.
The people who like dark humor, people who joke about death, people joke about disease like cancer, HIV. And as long as they have executed the joke well, people will laugh. People joke even about disability. And guess who laughs the hardest? The people who have that disability. When a comedian makes a joke about a disability and you're an able-bodied person, you're going to feel self-conscious. But the person with that disability is cracking up. Subscribe to the channel. If not,
You're a bitch.